When most people think of ethics or morals, they think of rules for distinguishing between right and wrong, such as the Golden Rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, a code for professional conduct like the Hippocratic Oath, first of all, do no harm, a religious creed like the Ten Commandments, thou shalt not kill, or wise aphorisms like the sayings of Confucius. This is the most common way of defining ethics, norms for conduct that distinguish between acceptable and unacceptable behavior.
Huck's moral development is shown by his acceptance of people for who they are. He has realized that he cannot make people do things his way. He also realizes that sometimes it is easier to agree and let them think they are correct, knowing inside your own opinion's validity. Like the one above, Huck accepted the society morals, so it is such irony that he no longer thinks that everyone should follow his morals, because he thinks they are right. So instead of thinking he is right, he is mocking the society by letting them think they are right instead of disagreeing.
Hundreds of years ago.
Doesn't it mean Saint Diego?
No. No.
No, that's what it means. Really.
Well, agree to disagree.
Huck may not be much for rules and laws, but he does have a strong moral compass. He may have been ready to get the thieves hung, but he doesn't want them to drown without a fair trial. He is mocking the laws made by the society by saying he does not know much about it, but he do have a strong common sense. This quote represents Huck's decision to forget the accepted societal ideas of morality, which would have had him turn in Jim, in order to forge his own sense of right and wrong. He rejects the idea that he ought to turn Jim in simply because of his race. He knows deep down that he cannot betray his friend. This rejection is significant because Huck is coming into his own in terms of morality. This fit into Twain's irony because at first, he was mocking the society and now his character. Huck is accepting the society moral.
This relates to Twain's satire and irony because the thief is considered a bad guy. He's a thief, yet this bad guy has a sense of morals, but still manages to find his way around them. Apparently, even thieves live by some sort of moral code. Don't kill, unless you have to. You've got to have standards.
You know that feeling you get sometimes when you're standing in a high place? Sudden urge to jump? I don't have it.
I need those chalices.
Shoot. Save me the bother of the fall.
You will go. You will return. Or I will kill her.
You won't kill your own daughter.
Quartermaster, get me 6 more pistols, remove the shot from all but 2, but do not tell me which 2. You get to choose, Mr. Sparrow.
Oh. No. No.
Yes. You're sure?
Of course I am.
Again?
Please, they're not even loaded.
Again.
If you're so keen on killing her, why don't you just let her jump?
What?
If you jump and die, then she will have her chance. Again?
Boy, if I jump, will I survive?
Adele. Ya paradi adia ai wakari. Now you will survive.
This is nonsense! I'm going!
Wet again.
We go on, due north to the fountain.
Well played, Father. You knew which guns were loaded, right?
Of course, my love.
Huck Finn finally realizes that it is bad to lie. He is disappointed that the Duke and King want to steal the town's money. Huck wants them to stop and make things right. Here, Huck is mocking the society because his Duke and King is going against their responsibilities as high rulers. He thinks that their actions are not appropriate, which led him to disappointment.
Here's an example of situational irony. This shows that Huck is beginning to accept civilization. He is also beginning to adapt to the widow Douglas's ways. At first, Huck did not agree with the widow, and now he is starting to live with such ideology and adapt to society.
Parenting creates a unique situation in which blacks and whites of one's own morality are blurred into grays in regard to one's children. The single and overpowering ethic that remains is that if it's good for your child, then it must be the right thing. This relates to Twain's irony because Huck's morality was molded by his father and the widow, and what's where he learned to mock the society. For this example, the parents shape the children's view and how they'll look at the society, which is irony, because we want the society to look perfect. But the parent, they're not letting it come natural, but more of man-made.
At the beginning of this video, all of the kids have their own views and opinions about the president candidates. Towards the end of the video, for example, they all disagree with Trump's video. They were mocking him in a way that prevails out his bad side, and they think that he wouldn't be a good president to society. It relates to how Finn saw the society before he learned to adapt.
Welcome. Well, thank you for coming. It's very good to have you here. Do you know anybody that you think would be a good president?
Me.
Okay, we'll start with Tanner. Who do you think would make a good president?
Me.
Oh, you would make a good president. Oh, why would you be a good president?
Because I would let the kids do whatever they want, because they don't get to do whatever they want.
What if they just wanted to eat chocolate all day long?
I would let them do that.
You would let them do it? All right, Darielle, who do you know that would be a good president?
How about my mother?
Your mother. Why would your mother be a good president?
Because she's nice and she makes good choices.
Very good. Sage, how about you? Who would be a good president?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. And why do you say that?
Sometimes, like, if he likes what everybody's doing, he'll keep it the same way.
Oh, is that right?
He's funny.
Okay, and B?
Tyga.
Tyga the rapper?
Yes.
Really? President Tyga?
Yes.
What, is that his first name or his last name?
I don't know.
Yeah, we'd have to figure that out before we voted him in, I guess. All right, so you each have candidates in mind. There are only a handful of people that are running for president. I wanted to get your thoughts on some of these people.
Okay.
All right, well, let's watch a little bit of this.
We will take Washington, the static capital of this dynamic country, then turn it out of the business of causing problems, and we'll get it back on the right side of free enterprise and freedom for all Americans.
So what do you think of Jeb Bush? Tanner?
I think he's, like, okay, because he was, like, yelling a little bit.
He was yelling a little bit.
Yeah.
And you guys don't like yelling?
No.
Oh,
Especially
well,
my parents.
Really gonna like the next guy then.
I'm really rich. I'll show you that in a second. And by the way,
I'm not even saying that in a braggadocio. That's the kind of mindset, that's the kind of thinking you need for this country.
What do you think about that?
No.
Wait, you just liked him before. Now you no, it's okay if you change your mind, but why do you say no? Why don't you like that?
He brags a lot and cause he has more money than anybody in the world.
Anyone in the world?
Yeah. And then he just put it out there.
We put what out there?
The money that I have a lot of money.
You don't like that, huh?
And
Donald Trump says huge a lot, but instead of saying huge, he says huge.
What do you think of him, Tanner?
He's an elephant.
You mean because he's a Republican, he's an elephant?
Yeah.
All right, now let's look at some of the donkeys.
Democracy can't be just for billionaires and corporations. Prosperity and democracy are part of your basic bargain, too.
No, that's
What do you think that means?
I have no idea.
It means pretty much nothing. It means nothing. But
I don't want her as a president because I heard in the news she sent bad emails to somebody when she wasn't.
what kind of emails did she send?
I don't know.
You don't know, huh?
But I don't want her as a president.
Do you think you should see the emails first before you decide?
Yeah.
You do, yeah. And what would be a bad email? What kind of an email is a bad email?
You're the S word.
Oh, the S word. So the S word, unless I'm mistaken, the S word is sunny, right?
Nope. Nope.
It isn't?
No. It starts with the SH.
Oh, it's shoulders.
No.
Well, what? I don't understand what you're saying.
It's a really bad word.
What is the word?
I'm not allowed to say it.
Well, spell it for me.
Oh, SHET.
SHET? So you think that if somebody sends an email with the S word in it, they should not be president?
No.
Hey, does anyone want coffee?
Yes.
It's nice and hot.
Can I have some coffee too?
Yeah, sure, if you want some.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. I am going to hold up some pictures of people who are running for president. You tell me the first thing that comes to mind, okay? All right.
Bad.
Bernie Sanders.
Oh, like a little mouse.
He looks like a little mouse? Did you know, I'm going to tell you something, he's a Muppet. Did you know he's a Muppet?
No. I want to play with this person.
You want to play with his nose? Okay. This is, I have no idea who this is. All right, let's go through the Republicans. Do you know who this is?
No. She looks like my teacher. Of course not.
Her name is Carly Fiorina. She's a business leader, very
She
successful.
looks like my grandma.
She looks like your grandma. Would you vote your grandma for president?
No.
Why not?
She's old and she has too much wrinkles. I didn't really mean that.
Don't worry, we won't tell her. This is just between you and me. I knew I shouldn't have given you kids coffee.
This is where kids vote.
This is where kids go off the rails.
Donald Trump.
What do you think of this guy?
why do we have all that white stuff around his eyes?
Well, it's not that he has white stuff around the eyes, it's that the rest of his face is orange.
Yeah, and his hair.
Let me tell you something about Donald Trump, guys.
He's a Donald.
And I've heard him say it. He's the best. Don't you want to vote for the best?
No.
Do you want to make America great again?
I want to go back to Canada where I was born.
Well, if Donald Trump is president, I think that's probably going to happen. Well, thank you for your thoughts. I'm going to submit these to the White House.
No.
You will each be contacted individually
Yes.
and deported. You're going to be thrown out of the country.
Yay! I want to get thrown out of the country.
This is a political cartoon mocking society because the father is in fear of a terrorist group in another country when the son is in fear of one of his fellow citizens. Understanding that your home should be a place where you should feel safe and accepted, our society is becoming just as dangerous as the one dominated by terrorists, and where companies only want your money and don't care about your happiness or what you believe in.